Back students, as you know, we are learning the law of chemical combination, in which we have finished law of conservation of mass, theory, numerical and limitation, law of constant composition theory, example and its definition with the limitation and numerical problem. Then we have finished the third law, that is law of multiple proportion, even the law, example and the numericals. Now we go to the fourth law of chemical combination, that is law of reciprocal proportion. Also known by the name law of equivalent proportion, proposed by Richter, R-I-C-H-T-E-R, Richter. But before I go with the statement of this law, let us try to understand the example first. So if you understand the example, it is very easy to understand the law. So I am taking randomly three different elements. You can see here the randomly three elements which I have taken. Randomly the three different elements which I have taken here is carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Three different elements. So if these two combine, we may get a compound called methane, carbon, hydrogen. If these two combine, we get a compound called water. If these two combine, we may get a compound called carbon dioxide. So I am taking some possibilities here. So three different elements which I have taken here is carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and they are forming three different compounds. These two will combine to form methane, these two will combine to form water, these two will combine to form carbon dioxide. So three different elements is combining to form three different compounds. So see the first line here. When three elements combines to form three different compounds. I hope you understood the line here. When three elements combines to form three different compounds. Three different elements is combining to form three different compounds. In any two compounds, choose the two compounds randomly. Now you can choose the two compounds randomly from here, students. In any two compounds, from these three compounds, choose any two compounds randomly. So let me take these two. So I am taking these two randomly. So if I take these two compounds randomly, now tell me in these two compounds which is common element. Here is carbon, oxygen, here is carbon and hydrogen. So which is the common element here? Carbon. So in any two compounds, so I have taken these two compounds. If the mass of one element is kept fixed, so who I am choosing out here to keep fixed? Carbon, because common is carbon for both. So I have taken randomly two compounds, and when I observe in these two compounds the common element is carbon, let us keep its mass fixed. Okay? So when you keep the mass of carbon fixed, whose ratio you get? Hydrogen is to oxygen. So from these two you get the ratio of hydrogen is to oxygen. If you keep the mass of carbon fixed being common, you get the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen. So when you keep the mass of carbon fixed, then the mass ratio of the other two elements. Who is the other two elements here? Hydrogen and oxygen. We got. Okay? And in the third compound also, if you find whose ratio you are going to get? Hydrogen and oxygen. From third compound also you are going to get the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen. And these two ratio we need to compare. Sometimes it comes equal like this. So if the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen from these two compounds and from the third compound comes equal, law of reciprocal proportion is proved, we say. Okay, sometimes it may come 1:4 here. That time this ratio will be the multiple of this. If you see here, 4 is the multiple of 2. So bigger number is called multiple. Smaller number is called submultiple. Bigger number is called what? Multiple. Okay. The one which is bigger number is called multiple. Here is 2, here is 4. So 4 is called multiple. So now this ratio is the multiple of this. Again the law of reciprocal proportion is proved. So sometimes when you do the numerical problem, students, sometimes the ratio will come equal. Okay. If the ratio comes equal, that is also law of reciprocal sum proved. And if it comes multiple like this, that time also the law of reciprocal proportion is proved. So I am writing the two cases here. Sometimes it may come like this, sometimes it may come like this. If you compare this and this, the ratio is equal. Therefore, we can say that the law of reciprocal proportion is proved. But when you compare this and this one, students, sometimes the ratio which we got in the third compound, is the multiple of this. Again, the law of reciprocal proportion is proved. So this is how we prove the law of reciprocal proportion sum. So I repeat the whole thing again. In law of reciprocal proportion sum, students, three different elements will be given. Okay, and they combine to form three different compounds. And in these three different compounds, you have to choose any two compounds. So if I choose these two compounds, who is common? Carbon. You have to keep it fixed. Then you get the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen from these two compounds. Then you are going to compare that same ratio with the ratio in the third compound. And if this two ratio comes equal or multiple or so, then the law is proved. Okay. Now let me take another example to you all to understand you much better. Now let us consider here. Randomly I have taken two different compounds. Let us choose again. So I am choosing these two now. If I choose these two compounds again, who is common here? Oxygen. Keep it fixed. If you keep oxygen fixed here, that is making 1 gram. Whenever you make the element fixed, you have to make it 1 gram. So if you make here oxygen fixed, whose ratio you get from here? Carbon is to hydrogen. Because here is carbon, here is hydrogen. So from the two compounds, you are getting the ratio of carbon is to hydrogen. Now in the third compound also, if you find whose ratio you get, carbon is to hydrogen is there. Now this ratio and this ratio has to be compared. If these two ratio comes equal after comparing, or if one is the multiple of the other, then again the law is proved. Okay. Now the last case I would like to show you here is this one. Okay, let us do like this now. Earlier I choose these two compounds. Then second one I choose these two compounds. What if I choose these two compounds? Now in these two compounds, who is same? Hydrogen. So keep the mass of hydrogen fixed, making 1 gram. So whose ratio you get? Carbon is to oxygen. If you keep hydrogen fixed in these two cases, you get the ratio of whose? Hydrogen. If you keep fixed, you get the ratio of carbon and oxygen. And from this third compound also, which you have not chosen, whose ratio you get again? Carbon is to oxygen. Then we compare these two ratio again. So whatever ratio we get out here and get out here, if the ratio comes equal or multiple, then the law of reciprocal proportion is proved. So we can take any combination of the two elements, any combination of the two compounds. Okay. Now let us see what is law of reciprocal proportion. When three element combines to form three different compounds, in which in any two compound, right now we are taking this now, in any two compound, if the mass of one element is kept fixed, who is that? Hydrogen. If the mass of one element is kept fixed, who is that here? Hydrogen. Then the mass ratio of the other two elements, who is the other two elements here? Carbon and oxygen, will be equal or multiple, of the mass ratio of the same element in the third compound. Okay, I repeat the law again. I think we should write here different. Okay, when three different elements, when three different elements combines to form three different compounds. You can see here, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen are three different elements forming three different compounds. In which in any two compounds, let us consider these two. If one element is kept fixed, let it be hydrogen, then the mass ratio of the other two elements, means carbon and oxygen, will be equal or multiple of the mass ratio of the two elements, same two elements, in the third compound. In the which compound? Third compound. So I repeat for the last time again. Law of reciprocal proportion states that when three different elements combines to form three different compounds, in which in any two compound, if the mass of one element is kept fixed, then the mass of the other two elements will be equal or multiple of the mass ratio of the same two elements in the third compound. In the which compound? Third compound. Mass ratio of the same two elements. Mass ratio of the same two elements in the third compound. Now I am repeating again for the last time, student. Please learn it by heart. When three different elements combines to form three different compounds, in which in any two compound, I have chosen these two, if the mass of one element is kept fixed, I am taking it as hydrogen, then the mass ratio of the other two elements, carbon is to oxygen, will be equal or multiple of the mass ratio of the same two elements in the third compound. So this is known by the name law of reciprocal proportion. Student, definition I have given you up, an example I have given you down. So remember it by heart. It's very, very important. And when we do the numerical problem of it, we do in the similar fashion. Okay, thank you.